Ladies and gentlemen, can we have an applause? Can we have Swama and also to his twin sisters, Ruth and Naomi, come up as well? Thank you.
Il est soit femme malo le tua. Le tama. O te fatalo fatu ile pa ia malu. O mo fai no fata si mai ile le yaso. Ile sauninga o le fai paiponga le fata singa Kenny Malani. Welcome all. It's an honor to see both families and friends gathered here today to witness my son Kenny and Leilani's wedding. Kenny started school when he was 3 years old at the hippie program, kindergarten, and then Prospect Primary School, Glen Eden Intermediate, then Kelston Boys High School. He loves rugby. But because when he's 10 years old, his dad used to take him to the kids' club to play. He loved his dad very much, and he had a close bond with his dad. I wish he's here to see their wedding. I used to talk to Kenny that marriage is not an easy life, because a husband to a wife, and a father to a future children, you are responsible for everything. Using your temper is not the way to solve any issues in the family. But a well-educated person is to solve with love and respect, as you saw your dad did in our family. He came with Lani to meet us when he's about 19 years old. And we really welcomed her to our family. We treated her as our own. I saw her really happy when he come home. They always have wines with the girls, laughing, cooking and baking. And I really loved her baking. She's really a humble person and helpful and very kind. And I love you, Lani, very much. And don't forget Lani and Kenny. Support and love each other. I wish you all the best for the future. And may God bless the beginning of your lives together. Ia manuia tele le lua ainga fo. Ma ia fua tele le niu. Soifua.
I guess it's my turn. I also have the honour and privilege to say a few words, not only for myself, but also my siblings, and I know Oliver will say a few words about his brother. I really had to take a moment to reflect on what I was going to say today, just in regards to Kenny and Leilani, because I'm not only speaking about a 27-year-old man who's married today, but also our baby brother who came into our lives when we were only 4 years old. You can say that Kenny was pretty much our tail. We did everything with Kenny. We had to include Kenny in everything, including roller skating. We had to include our baby brother. And I guess Mum and Dad telling us to include Kenny, to include Oliver, it forged the strong bonds that we share today, which I am truly grateful for. I know, Kenny, it wasn't always easy growing up with sisters with opinions, but one thing that I loved about Kenny is that he always showed us love and patience. And why I draw on that example today is because our father did the same thing. You could imagine what a household full of mum and twin sisters would be like. But our brothers, both Oliver and Kenny, showed us both patience and love. So what I'm confident about is that Leilani, sis, a little attitude wouldn't rock the old mate. But that my only prayer is that, Kenny, you go into this new season with that same patience and love you have shown both your mum and us. I just wanted to end my speech, I won't be long, with the departing words of our father. Before he left, he told Kenny that he was to look after mum, take care of her, to love her and her family, and also to love and care for Leilani. So I will be there to see that through, okay? That's not a threat at all, but my love is with you both. I will be there to support you both. God be at the foundation of your marriage, in every decision, in every thought. God be with you both. With my love, so I'd like to make a toast to Mr. and Mrs. Malolo. May you go into this next season loving both each other with patience and love. Cheers.
Kenny, I can see why you're so blessed to have such an amazing family that are here. And I'm sure that everyone will keep saying tonight that how proud your dad would be of you and what you've done today as well. And it's such a special thing to see your mother and your sisters and the rest of your siblings stand here and to give honour to you and for what you're doing as well. So thank you very much to the Malolo family and for your special words that you've shared with us this evening as well. I'd now like to call on Daniel and Sharon Fuimana on behalf of Leilani, the two parents, to be able to come and share. So, pasi pasi mai, let's welcome them as they come forward.
Kia ora everybody. I thought I was going to follow you, but that's okay. I was going to say Daniel said everything, but now I'm going to say Daniel will say everything. I just wanted to share a little bit about Leilani and Kenny and their names and what they mean, and I don't know, I actually looked up Mr. Google for Kenny, so I hope I've got it a little bit okay. But Leilani is a twin, and as you know, Leilani is her twin sister is Kayla, and then her older sister is Danielle here. And I just want to acknowledge you as sisters for today. You've been a really beautiful sister to your little sister, and even though they were twins, Leilani was the last born, so she's kind of the youngest by not long, but she is. So thank you to Danielle and Kayla for being really good, wonderful sisters, and to your brother Johnson and his fiancée Ellie, and also Trent, Kayla's fiancé, who've been really amazing with their support today. Along with the rest of the family, I think weddings can never happen unless we have amazing families to pull them together. So I know Daniel's going to thank people, but I just want to acknowledge some of our family who stepped in. My dad's not very well, so he would love to be here, as would my mum, but they can't be here. And you're proud of me because I'm not crying, good, eh? Yep. They can't be here, but I just know on behalf of my mum and dad, to you and Leilani and Kenny, they would just love to be here and celebrating this one day with you. So I wanted to send their love. So, for 5 days, the twins were called Twin 1 and Twin 2. And Kayla was Twin 1 and Leilani was Twin 2. And we did not know what to call them. We just, had lots of arguments about names, and Daniel liked one and I liked one, and we could never come to an agreement. In the end, Johnson actually named Kayla, and Kayla is Celtic and it means blessing from God. So that was Johnson. He was 4 at the time, or 5? Gosh, I can't remember. It was a while ago. And then Mocha gave me a name, but we still hadn't named Leilani. And Leilani had to go to Skaboo as a baby because she was very sick, and it was touch and go for a little while. As you know, with twins, it can be quite complicated. And so Leilani was in the incubator. She was very fragile. She was my smallest baby, and Kayla was my biggest, all in one go. And Mocha, my sister-in-law Mocha, brought a name book, and we saw the Hawaiian name Leilani. And I thought it was beautiful because it really reminded me of Leilani, because Leilani was precious and fragile. So I'm just going to read it, and you're going to love this, Leilani. Leilani is Hawaiian, and it means royal child of heaven, and heavenly lei. So it comes from the words lei, meaning flowers, and lani, meaning of the sky or the heavens. In Hawaiian culture, a lei is a floral garland and is a symbol of love, friendship, peace, or honour. And traditionally, they were used to signify their ranks and royalty. So I guess, we're not royal, but we are royal because we're a child of God. We're children of the most highest king, the most highest kingdom. So Leilani, you are royal, and this is your royal wedding day. So there you go. And today, our sweet Leilani, who is sweet, well, sometimes she's got that attitude that I think you were talking about a little moment ago that she might need. But she is very sweet, loving and caring, and I think at her hen's night on Friday, everybody described Leilani with different colours, and it was really beautiful. And so that is like a flower, because flowers represent many colours. And so Leilani, today you are marrying your soulmate, Kenny. And Kenny, thank you. Woo! Kenny, apparently, according to Dr. Google, is of Irish origin. I don't know, you can help me out with this, Suama. I might be completely offbeat here. But according to my investigation with Dr. Google, it means handsome young man. Not bad. And it also means born of fire. So I kind of figured what happens when you put a flower and fire together. I actually don't know. But I guess we're going to find out. But what I think we do know is that when you have flowers, it's about comfort, celebration, and life, and love. And when you have fire, it's about warmth, celebration again, and home. The home fires, the fires of home. So I guess that's a great combo for both of you, that, your flower and your fire are going to come together and you're going to make a beautiful home that we're all going to visit. We love you both very much, and congratulations on this very special day.
Talafa lava, whakalawhalahi atu, kia ora koutou. Just like to, I thought I'd just probably thank some of the family who actually have travelled abroad to be here, so it'd be good to acknowledge them. And so my two brother, my older brother, my Mike, and Junior, my younger brother, and his wife Tangi, and also his nephew Iki. So they travelled all the way from Seattle, US, to be here with us. So it's great for you. And also my daughter Danielle and my son-in-law number 7, Leo, who travelled from Singapore. to be here to celebrate this. And my son Johnson and fiancée Ellie, and my daughter Kayla and her fiancé Trent from Sydney, and also Isaac from Melbourne, Whai, and also Kenny's auntie from Samoa, who is here, who've travelled to actually share this occasion with the family. And all those from Pōneke, Wellington, Paradise of the World is Taranaki, and also from Waikato and all around the places. So it's cool that we've got a lot of people who've actually travelled. And if I missed out, so yeah, sorry about that. So as Sharon said, Leilani is actually the youngest child of 4, and she's our baby. And yeah, this baby actually grew up to become the leader of the family, believe it or not. And so Lani has a lot of leadership quality and also attributes. Because when Lani was actually working, she employed Danielle, Kayla, and also Leo, and also myself to work for them. And so she was the boss, and Kenny as well. You know that? So she was the boss. So she's got that good quality in there. Also, she's really entrepreneurial. She wanted to start a house staging organisation and asked, wanted, $10,000-$20,000 to start it. But fortunately, with COVID, they sort of fell. So it was great that that happened. But also, she moved on to actually, swimwear. And for those of you who've seen the swimwear, so it's a swimwear, titled swimwear. So that didn't actually, it took off a little bit. But she's really popular for her cake and baking business and all that. So food for Lani. Yeah, so Lani's a really cool cook. And so she's sort of my right-hand person. And Lani loves, baking, charcoal barbecue, and also coconut buns, bunny popo. Enjoys that, so that's really cool. And also Lani is a water safety buffer. And so she's a swimming, diving, crabbing, and fishing instructor. And a qualified lifesaver. So Lani is actually a box of birds, and so she does a lot of things. And so that's the Lani that we know, because every time we go to the shop, right, we said, have an ice cream, and a drink, and that's it. But Lani will say, I'll have 2 ice cream, a hot drink, and a cold drink. So yeah, she pushes the boundaries, really. Yeah, so just before Sharon and I gave Kenny the blessings of Lani's hand, we had a list that we gave Kenny. Some action points that Kenny had to actually work through. And they were similarly to the mother's one as well. And so Kenny has actually achieved parts of it, but he's got the next 60 years to actually, to fulfill it. And so Kenny, Sharon and I welcome you into our family as number 8. So you've elevated from the lower F case to a capital F case now. So you're part of the whānau now. So Suama, Naomi, Ruth and Ollie, we welcome you into our family as well. And also we acknowledge your belated husband, father, Moamea. So we think of him, and I'm sure that he'll be really proud of who Kenny is today. So so Kenny, welcome to the whānau. That's me.
That's awesome. Thank you, Daniel and Sharon. And it's just amazing to be able to have great parents that can raise amazing children that are here today as well. So our next 2 speeches are the speeches where, especially the next one, which is the best man speech, because it can be dangerous, risky, but because he's a brother, we hope that it'll all go well. So look, I'm going to call on Oliver. So pasi mai, we'll let Oliver come up and give the best man's speech.
Hey everyone, as I've been introduced, I'm Kenny's life partner and dog partner. I'll get into that later as I go on with my speech when you see dog me and the boys just meet up with Lani. But before I start, just to let you guys know, I'm not a speech person. all right? Don't expect too much from me because my speech, I wrote it after our stag night, okay? And after our stag night, I was out, all right? So don't expect too much from me, guys. But anyways, Lani, man, I think we can all agree that she looks absolutely stunning in that dress. When I saw you walk down the aisle with Dad, I was shocked, all right? Not that way, guys, come on, not that way. No, because it's really quite refreshing to see Lani. Because I'm used to seeing her wearing the pants that she wears in a relationship, right? Leilani. Man, I don't know if I've ever got to say this to you, but thank you. Thank you for taking my brother, my best man, my life partner, who's probably one of the most talented, unique, gifted person that I know. Thank you for taking him and loving him for who he is. And Kenny, man, I don't know where to start. I don't want to embarrass you with any with any stories, but one memory that stood out for me back then when I started to realize how committed Kenny was to this relationship that my mom didn't know about. Kenny used to risk hiding from my old man, aka Mike Tyson, for taking his car to do meetups with Lani. He even keeps me up late just to open the door for him when he comes back home late. But before he leaves with the saying, he knocks on my door, slams my door, runs in my room and be like, Ollie, do us a favor, stay up and open the door for us. Because he doesn't want to know, let my mum know that he's coming back home late. With the saying, I'll come back with a feed. Just to let you guys know, till this day, I'm still waiting for that feed. And that slowly slipped away. And I found a way out just to go out see Lani. Not too long, got to the point when he comes back home late, I'll be asleep, and my mum opens the door. So he gets caught in a few slaps, kick, with love from my mum. And because my mother loves all these boys on the table, so now when he goes out to see Lani, because my mum knows these boys really well, so when Kenny leaves the house now, he walks in the sitting room where my mum is with a innocent face on, gives my mum a kiss and be like, Mum, I'm going to hang out with Josh. Mum, I'm going to hang out with Jake. I'm going to hang out with the 154 boys. Shout out to the 154 boys for coming through. So when Kenny, until he got sick of getting hidings from Mike Tyson, my old man, for taking his car to do meetups, so he finally manned up and introduced this beautiful girl that he used to dog me and the boys for, to our family. But at the end of it was all worth it. Because I wouldn't want anyone else sitting up there next to my best mate, my life partner. So it all worked out well. But damn, Kenny, my best mate, big brother, and my go-to person when I need money. And lastly, my life partner. Even though I only see once every 2 weeks, because we're at Josh's birthday, hanging out with Nate. But man, just so you know, I got you for life also. Like you said to me when we were sitting in the driveway on the night we lost our dad, you said to me, it's just us two now, and I got you if you need anything. And that stuck for me forever. Like I said, I got you for life also till the wheels fall off. I love you both from the bottom of my heart. Today's been nothing short of amazing. I hope both of you enjoyed it. But before I finish off, Lani, I'll just leave you with a few words of advice. Like my mum said, Kenny loves playing rugby. Alright? Just a few words of advice. Just do all of what these footy coaches have done in the past. Put them in every position, and if that doesn't work out, pull them out. Thank you.
And thank you for sharing, again, very special words to your brother, Kenny as well. What an amazing speech. I'm now going to call up Leilani's sisters, Danielle and Kayla, who are going to come. So posse posse mai for them as they come forward. And I'm sure, Leilani, you'll be safe. There'll be no bad stories about you, all nice ones.
Okay. Whakalofa lai atu, ta alofa lava. My name is Jenny Au. I'm Leilani's eldest sister. Wow, what an amazing day it has been watching Leilani and Kenny make the most beautiful commitment to each other and to God. I have seen your relationship and love grow for each other grow through different phases, through high school, during university, the different jobs you've each had, and I'm really excited to see your love grow in this next phase of marriage. I'd quickly like to acknowledge my grandparents who couldn't be here. My granddad was really sad he couldn't make it, but Leilani and I talked to him yesterday, and his comforting advice was, don't worry, Lani, you only have to remember 2 words, I do. So I'll let him know you aced that. So I'm going to touch on a few things about Kenny, and then Kayla is going to talk about Leilani. So Kenny, my new brother! First, I'd like to just honour Kenny's parents, Salama and the late Malmea, as well as Kenny's siblings, Ruth, Naomi and Ollie, for shaping Kenny into the lovely, intelligent man he is. As Leilani's sisters, it's been our hope and prayer, and I know it's always been my parents' prayer that Lani would find someone that deeply loves and cares for her, someone she can experience the best joys of life with and get through the hard times with as well. And Kenny, you are that answered prayer. I've watched you grow up from a little Kelly Block teenager until now, and it's been a lovely journey to witness. You've had so many wins, there's a lot to be proud of, and you've also faced some really challenging times, but you're a perseverer and you work through and overcome everything that comes your way with grace. Over the past couple of years, it's been so nice watching your excitement for work and all the experiences your work brings you as well. There's lots to love about you, Kenny, but if I was to talk to one thing on this special day, it would be the friendship that you have with Leilani. I love that you really respect each other and value each other's thoughts, feelings, opinions, and dreams. You two are a real team, and as I was having a wee prayer time for you both earlier, I just felt the word leaders kept popping up. You two are going to be leaders in your own right in each of your individual spheres, but also as a married couple, leading people how to love, how to honour friendship and marriage, how to pour out but never be empty yourselves, how to hold on to hope when things are hard, and how to celebrate the good in life. Keep looking after that friendship. Thank you for loving our sister. We love you. You've been a part of our family for a long time, and now it's finally official. So we welcome you with big wide arms. And if I can quickly say something to my baby sister Leilani, I could talk about her for hours, but I won't do that to everyone. I just want to say that I am proud of you. I am so, so happy for you, and you look so damn good. You are a rock in our family. I love you with all my heart. Thank you.
Obviously we're all here to celebrate the beautiful, stunning, fun and really joyful people, Leilani and Kenny, so thanks guys for having us. I feel really blessed to be a part of this special day because I feel like I've known Kenny for a long time, and obviously I have known Leilani before I even knew I was alive, since we were in the womb together. Thank you, Mum and Dad. So luckily for my mum and dad, they were blessed. My mum was going to have her last child for 3, and she was blessed with not just 1, she was blessed with 2, me and Leilani. And growing up, we've always been able to be each other's each other's strengths and each other's, if we were weak, the other one was strong. If the other one was strong, the other one was weak. So, for example, Leilani's always been way better than me at every single sport to do with the ocean. She was always better at swimming. When we were little at Waterhole, she was in the walruses and I was still in the dolphins. So, when I was just learning how to do freestyle properly, she was in the lane where you could start to do competitive swimming. But then I was, better at the stuff on the land. So, everything else. So I can't remember the first memory I had with Leilani, but obviously I remember my first meeting with Kenny. It was at MP on a Wednesday night through one of the groomsmen that isn't here and all your friends at the same time. And I just remember Kenny, the first impression being oh, this guy, he's so funny, haha. Because he just said something really random, I can't remember it, but then he just went away and I was oh, okay, hi. And I didn't imagine that you would ever, marry my sister, but here we are today. And I'm so blessed and so thankful that you guys, went into the church cafe. Kenny said, Leilani, do you want me to help you with those dishes? And she said, oh my gosh, yes. And seriously, from that day on, I knew that Kenny had really sparked an interest in Leilani's heart. It's a big thing for us, doing the dishes, because we hate it. One sec. It started at the church cafe and then we went into the prayer room. So, every once a week we'd all go together, all of youth group, we'd all go. We'd all have our prayer time. But Leilani and Kenny started to get quite close and I was oh, okay. Since then, really Leilani's been hooked in by Kenny. And then I knew that Leilani was hooked in by Kenny when she came home one day. We weren't allowed to date until we finished our first year of uni, by the way. So Leilani was also on the D-Lo with Kenny for the first 2 years of their relationship. She came home. She came home with a little packet of chocolate chip cookies, which Kenny had baked her, because everyone loves a man who knows how to bake and a man who knows how to do the dishes. And from that moment, I just knew that Kenny was really eager on Leilani as well, which was really nice. I could go on for hours and hours about Leilani and all the memories we've shared together. We've literally got a lifetime. When I go through photos of Leilani and Kenny, I'm just oh my gosh, yeah, that's when they did this, that's when they did that, because I've always been a really great third wheel. And I've just loved to see their relationship grow. And Leilani, you're so beautiful. Everyone who knows you is super blessed. You have the most beautiful heart. You always are the glue in our family. When I complain about our family, you're always the one to sort it out for me. And I don't even need to talk to you for you to know how I feel, because you can just be with me and you just sense it. And it's been like that ever since we were little. You've always been way more assertive than me, way more confident. You're an amazing storyteller, amazing cook. You're always really funny. When people are with you, they always laugh. And that's something that's really special. So, yeah, I just feel like today I realised that, I'm Leilani's other half as a twin sister, but today I realised that Leilani now has two halves, me and Kenny, which probably showed in the prayer that my mum did when she accidentally said my name. Sorry if you didn't remember, I did. Yeah, so I love you so much. Kenny, I love you so much. I'm so thankful that you came into our lives. You seriously bring such a big joy into our family. And yeah, congratulations.
Thank you, Danielle, and also thank you, Kayla, as well. So look, we've just had some amazing speeches, but the speech that we've all been waiting for and wanting to hear is from a very special couple that we're all here today. You've brought us here, you've brought two families to become one, and just if you've joined together in your covenant of your relationship. So we're really looking forward to you coming and sharing with us your thoughts. And so my understanding is it's both of you that are coming up and going to share with us. So look, pasi mai, if we can applaud and just have, we look forward to hearing from Kenny and Leilani.
Hello family. I was going to say talofa and whakalofalai atu, but past 4 speeches said that, so I'll just say hi. Thank you so much for all of you just being here today. Hello?
There you go.
I won't start again because that's a bit awkward, so I'll just carry on where I was. It's an absolute honour to be addressing you all as the new Mr. and Mrs. Malolo. It's funny because me and Lani planned to do a handshake while I said that, but Lani keeps butchering it, so we won't do it. We'll try it then. Go. Thank you. Speech is done. Yeah. But yeah, we really just want to thank everyone for being here. It's an absolute pleasure to just see all our family, all our friends all together in the same place. So thank you so much for even attending. Each one of you are here because individually you guys have influenced us all, well, myself and Leilani individually and as a couple. And for that, we thank you very much because without you guys all here, there's no me and Lani.
Yeah, thank you everyone for coming. We really appreciate it. I would like to give a special thank you to my family who all came today and my new family. Thank you for welcoming me. Thank you to all of you who have helped shape and mould me as the person I am today. I definitely wouldn't be Leilani without any of you guys, so thank you so much. My aunties, uncles, cousins, you guys have done such an amazing job with helping set up. When Kenny and I announced that we were engaged, I didn't really know how to plan a wedding. I didn't really know what to do or what to say, but you guys knew what to do. And you knew what questions to ask, so I thank you so much for taking the lead in that regard. I had a delicious breakfast today. Thank you, Shalom, my nonna, the ngaros, the fua'is, the foimanas. Thank you all so much. Thank you to my Seattle family that travelled all the way from America, your first times here. So thank you so much. I'd like to thank my dad's parents, Nana Whalimalama and my grandpa Tongavali, who can't be here today. They really, why are you laughing? They really paved the path for our family, so I'm really grateful for them, and my mum's parents who migrated over from Scotland that unfortunately can't be here tonight due to health issues, so let's pray for them. I guess my next thank you is to my sisters and my brothers for travelling here to be here today. Thank you all so much. You guys have always been the best cheerleaders in my life and have been a great fountain of advice when I've needed it. And in my new job, continue to be a fountain of advice for me. Thank you guys for accepting Kenny and loving him as your own. I know that Kenny had a little bit of a rough start into our family. But no, the way you guys love on him is incredible, and I'm so grateful for that. So yeah, thank you. Thank you to my parents, Sharon and Daniel, for nurturing me, for right and wrong, for teaching me how to be the best version of myself, for inspiring not only me but Kenny as well in our careers. We started dating 8 years ago, so you guys have both been really influential in what we have decided and chosen to do.
That's 6 years, remember?
I tell people 6 because it's taken this long. For loving me and Kenny, and for all of the blessings you give to us both. Thank you so much. To my Malolo family, yes, my sisters and my brother, thank you so much for welcoming me from day one. The first time I came over, Kenny said that none of your family would be home, so I came over with the shortest shorts and a little crop black top. That was the old me. And when I knocked on the door, your dad answered. And I was very embarrassed. But then Ruth was there and she welcomed me in, and I was so grateful. I asked if I needed to put a lover on, and you said, no girl, you do you. And that's when I thought, oh yes, I'm in. Thank you so much, sisters. I remember inviting Naomi over to bake cupcakes with me. That's how I thought I'd get her on my side. So I had Ruth, had Naomi, and then Ollie. Love you, bro. Thank you, Naomi and Ruth and Ollie, for supporting Kenny and I in everything we do. You guys have always been really good cheerleaders to us, and you've always taught us to love on each other, and that family is really important. Suama and Momia, I'm really sad that your dad can't be here today, but I know that if he was, he would be drinking Vailima and he'd be having a really good time. His Vailima cup, he would have one at the table and there may be one over there that he would secretly go to. Thank you, Mum, for raising such an amazing boy. He is honestly good. They always say you can tell how a man will treat you by the way he treats his mum. And from many observations and encounters with Kenny and his mum, I knew that I was going to be in really good hands, because you just love on your mum and your dad really well. And Suama, you've always taught me that no matter how angry I can get, there will only be one Kenny. There can be many arguments, but there will always only be one Kenny. Definitely have gone through tough patches with Kenny through love, so I thank you for that. Now Kenny, sorry, I'm nearly done. Kenny, my love, through our seasons I have learned a lot from you and with you. Like I said, we've grown up together. Thank you for reminding me to put love over anger every single day, to be present in every moment that we have, to stop and breathe in the chaos of this world, because man, being an adult is really hard, and when you have someone that's going through that with you as well, it's so reassuring and comforting when you're grounded. Thank you for helping me to remember that choosing happiness is our choice. It's always our choice, and thank you for teaching me, as well as my siblings, they've said this to me before, that in order to have a happy life and to love life, I have to love myself and I have to be happy within myself. So I thank you.
Thanks, babe.
For always encouraging me that to love you, I need to love myself. So I'm really appreciative of that. Thank you for encouraging me to be better, Whether it be playing tennis, when I miss a goal, he'll then grab the ball and try hit me, and I have to run as fast as I can to redeem myself. My cousins have witnessed many interesting moments when we play tennis. Thank you for always hyping me up and supporting me in every business venture I have. Kenny's always sat down with me, done my spreadsheet, done my financial forecast. So that's been really always good. But no, lastly, Kenny, you've always wanted me to be the best person of myself. You always encourage me to be the most authentic person, because you are really authentic yourself. So I thank you for that. And I thank you for accepting me and loving me as I am. So thank you to my Malolo family. Thank you to my Foimana, my Millwood, my Ngaro, my Fua'i, and every other person. My beautiful bridal party. Thank you all so much.
Thanks, hon. Because someone took 4 minutes 50 of our 5-minute speech, I'll keep mine short. No, but we really are very thankful that everyone's here. I love you, my family, my 154, my friends, my mamalolos, and everyone at the head table. Thank you. Thank you guys also. I want to take this time to thank my immediate family. So Ruth, Naomi, and Oliver, thank you so much. From the absolute beginning, when I accidentally brought Lani over and everyone was home, I was like, oh, snap. What do I do? But she was already halfway down the driveway. So from the get-go, you three have loved her and respected her and honoured her. And for that, I'm truly grateful that you guys are my siblings. Last but not least, my beautiful mother, every boy's first love, which is you. Thank you for all your prayers and your fasting that you do every Monday. And you say it's for you, but it's not, because I know you're praying for me and Lani. So thank you so much. And because I'm my mum's favourite child, if you don't know by now, what mum used to do was, when I first started dating Lani, was mum would sneak me $40, like every single week. And she was like, okay, son, $20 for the gas before your old man gets angry, and $20 to take Lani out for dinner. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'd do. $20 doesn't really get you dinner, so fish and chip stop was our way to go. Yeah, but we were very thankful for it. As I was my mum's favourite, Leilani was my dad's. And I remember when my dad walked past, I was sitting in the lounge sweating, and he's like, oh, that's a nice friend. Did you tell your mum? And I thought, oh, nah, Dad, she's just a friend. And then 8 years later, it was my wife. So yes, thank you everyone for being here again. Lastly, I would raise our glass, but I forgot it over there. So just a toast to everyone here. Thank you for being present. Thank you for loving me and my wife. Me and my wife. Thank you for loving on both of us. Manuia to all of you. Love yous.
Thank you so much, Kenny and Leilani as well. So that finishes our speeches. We've just got 4 cultural items to be able to do. So if we can have the Leifa'ali family please come up, and they're going to do a dance. After them, we've got the Nuie Meke that's going to be performed by the younger cousins, okay? And then we are then going to have a Nuie Tame, I think it is, which is a traditional Nuie, which you call event. And then we'll then finish off with a Samoa and Nuie that will finish us off, cut the cake. Then it's the first dance, dad dance, and then the groom's performance, okay? And that'll finish us off for that part of the night as well. So can I ask for, I think Ruth and Naomi is going to come up and just introduce that. And then we'll go through that, and that'll be great. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Le'i and I am Kenny's first cousin, but we grew up as siblings, and he is straight up like my best friend, and I am so thankful that he found Lani to replace me, I guess. I love you guys so much. we love you from our family, and I'm not even supposed to be doing a speech. I'm just here to introduce my little cousin Apaula, who will be doing a performance on behalf of our family, from the Lafayette family to you guys. All the best in your marriage and your journey together as a couple. May God bless your union, and I'm just so happy for Kenny and Lani and this next step that they're taking. She'll be performing to a song from our village, from Falealupo. So yeah, enjoy. Love you guys.
Kango iai.
Sauli!
kako ye.
Go, Sammy. Go, Sammy.
Let's go, dude.
Ready? Yeah, so ready?
Good, Carlos.
Ủa, muốn nát á, cổ ơi.